Okay, guys, welcome back. We are getting ready to start our next match between Yugito Two Tails and Yuri Uchiha. Both players did exceptionally well in the previous rounds of the tournament. Day one of the tournament, Yugito went against an opponent called Itachi Taekwondo, in which he scored exceptionally well. He did 8 points to 1 in that set. As far as Yuri had a match against the last Macquiao, who unfortunately wasn't able to have his match with Yuri, so Macquiao was disqualified. So Yuri pretty much advanced without even having to really put in too much work. So this is actually going to be Yuri's first time actually fighting in this tournament. So I'm kind of curious to see how everything turns out for him. I do hope he is familiar with the point system. Again, if you guys are new and don't have any idea what I'm talking about pertaining to this point system, in a nutshell, the general concept is all about how you KO your opponent. If you manage to finish your opponent with a shuriken, you are rewarded a certain amount of points for that type of victory. The most points that can be awarded to a player is 3 points, and how you can receive those 3 points are mainly ultimate jutsu finishes as well as a ring out KO. So if you manage to get an ultimate jutsu or team ultimate jutsu KO, you will receive 3 points in this set of first to 11. And the object of the game is to accumulate as many points as possible in this first to 11. So it's not your standard first to 7, first to 11, where you just have to win that many matches. You win your set by accumulating those points. In the instance where there are more rounds to go and the player did win, redemption does kick in for the losing player. Basically, a losing player of that round and matching set to subtract any points given to the winner during that match. The thing is, if they subtracting points, they can't receive that round, so they wouldn't receive any points that they performed that round. They would just subtract points from the winner, thus giving themselves a little mini reset. But to kick it off, we are going straight into this match. Yuri does have one of my second favorite characters, which is Sasuke Uchiha, only because that's the brother of Itachi. He does have a nice setup there with the Orochimaru support. I would like to see him drop it a little bit more and like place it really good there like now. Nice little hit there, but because he was so close, Orochimaru was only able to get one hit. Orochimaru typically can get more than one hit if timed right or placed right as well. Both players do seem to have some knowledge of the game, so they do know what they're doing. I am seeing combo cancels when combos are whiffing, which is vital when playing at high calibers in this particular game. You must be able to cancel out of your combo. You don't want to just constantly be swinging at mid-air. You want to be able to cancel out of your combo and defend yourself against any possible attacks. And a nice tilt there from Yuri, a little zoning there. Okay, nice support drop by Yugito. Yugito is in a situation where he has to be a little more cautious though, because he does have one substitution left, and if that last substitution is forced, he will be able to get punished until he can replenish a substitution bar. And right now, Yuri does seem like he's just gonna keep at it right now. Nice switch there to continue. That's one of the newer mechanics that was introduced to the Naruto Storm 4 series here. Now, with the right analog, you can actually switch your lead character. And upon doing so, if you're mid combo, you will bring in your your support character with a chakra dash. So it's almost like a free chakra dash. It can be blocked, however. The dash from the switch can be blocked. It also can be interrupted by items and melee. Okay, Yuri is trying to close out this match here. I'm not quite sure what he's going for. It does look like he's just going to take the win however he can. Yugito is still not out of it yet. Does get caught by that Orochimaru support. Good thing it only hit the tip of him there, because that could have been major damage, and it does seem like Yuri is going to take a little melee finish there. Melee is only going to reward Yuri with 1 point. Now, if Yuri was to finish that melee combo on the ground, and like actually activate a cutscene, or the last hit would be the KO hit, Yuri would reward himself with 2 points there. Okay, Yuri's objective should be to gain as much damage from his opponent as possible. Nice counter there. Really high counter there. Lets you know that he really timed that counter. And that does seem to be like that. Yep, that is a support KO there. So the score is 1-1 now. Support KOs will reward a player with 1 point as well. Not too much skill needed for a support drop finish. A nice follow up there with the Chidori, and a nice counter there to read that chakra dash attempt. Seems like Yuri's taking advantage of the priority that he gets from the chakra dash while guarding. And a nice startup frame on Sasuke's combo there. Some more zoning there. Maybe another tilt would be... No, he does. Goes in and closes the space with the Chidori. Yugito managing to get hit by Orochimaru, but it did very minimum damage. Yugito is in a bit of a bind here. He's forced to take all of that damage because he doesn't want to give away his substitution while his substitution gauge is replenishing. Doing so would make the substitution gauge reset in counting time. And I think it's about 14 seconds a player has to wait before the substitution gauge replenishes, which could make a big difference here. Nice support drop there by Yugito. Now let's see if he can set up here. He chakra dashes and doesn't really do anything after, allowing Orochimaru to just initiate his melee. That does look like Yuri's just taking advantage of the Sasuke melee here and using it as a bit of a zoning technique. Okay, looks like Yugito's main approach of confirming his attacks is the chakra dash, whereas Yuri is using melee, trying to bait out a chakra dash. And a nice sub there to avoid that air combo finish. And it does seem like Yuri will take another point here with melee. Not a melee finish, because the air combo isn't considered the melee finish. It's only for the ground combos, which activate cutscenes. And that will give him yet another point. So now the score is set at 2-1 in favor of Yuri. This is the first to 11, so it is not over by no means here. We could see some adjustments by both players. Would like to see some different varieties of characters here. Even though Yuri is pretty much proving his dominance with this Sasuke setup here, I don't think he really needs to change anything to his strategy. If I was Yugito, however, I probably would use Yugito if that's a character that I'm particularly good with. I'm not sure. Actually, I can give you guys a quick rundown on Yugito's top 3, and no, Yugito is not anywhere in the top 3, so I think that's just a name thing there. But he does, however, use Madara and Sadara, so I would like to see him bring out some of his more used characters, mainly the Madara, considering that's his mainly used character. Might be the adjustment that he needs to win this tournament here, or at least advance. But again, the score is pretty close. It's only 2-1. It is a set to first to 11. Both players, in my opinion, don't seem to really be going for too much risk as far as going for the points. I haven't seen any ultimate jutsu setups there or any conditioning for the ultimate jutsu finish. So it does look like they are just trying to get as many points as they can whenever they present themselves, which nothing is wrong with that. But I believe this late in the tournament, you do want to try to start practicing some of those combo ultimate jutsu finishes, or even going for the grab finishes there. 1 point is, again, it's a win, and you are advancing in points. You're not stagnant. But I do believe this late in the game, you want to try to start aiming for the big money points here. And they are at the character select screen, so we will be waiting until both players are done with that. If you guys do have any questions whatsoever pertaining to the system, please let us know. We could respond to you quickly and promptly in the chat there. I don't know if any of you guys have heard, but there is a tournament being hosted in Ohio. So if any of you guys are near the Ohio, there will be a land-based tournament there in Ohio. There is a $10 entry fee, which I think is associated with a $5, in which that venue fee would allow you pretty much all-day access to a bunch of arcade games there. Okay, and it looks like we're gonna start this match here. And I do see some stagnant movements by Yugito. I'm not sure what's going on here, but he does have plenty subs. I'm not sure why that wasn't sub. This should not be a test match. This actually might be a test match here. Okay, so it does seem like the wrong stage was selected, so they're just gonna go ahead and end this match here. Yeah, this is one of the stages that was banned. Only because it's so huge in distance, and we don't want to see too much, we don't want to see too many players take advantage of those huge stages and choose characters like Minato and just shuriken and run entire match. We want to make it somewhat entertaining for you guys, so this is why this stage was particularly banned. So they're just going to go ahead and close out this match here and do a little reset. In the meantime, I would like to know more about you guys, man. The few people that are tuned in with us today, have you guys checked out the previous day of the tournament? If so, who are you guys rooting for? Because this is the final day of the tournament. A winner will be proclaimed today as our first Shinobi tournament winner. And we'll be receiving a $100 prize in online currency in the form of whatever they choose. It could be PlayStation money, it could be Xbox One, it could be even iTunes gift cards. It's all up to the player that wins this tournament. They get to choose how they want to spend that $100 online currency. The runner-up would, however, only receive $25 in online currency. There is a special prize of some Naruto propaganda, which would be 2 Naruto posters for both first place and second place winners. It's optional for them to see if they want that or not. It's totally up to them. But a guaranteed prize is $100 for the first and $25 for the second place winner. So now that we have this stage selection issue taken care of, we will kick it right back off into the actual tournament here. What is better to use, down or a knockback combo? That is actually situational. Me personally, I will use the knockback combo in a situation where I need to create space and probably just create that space to gain some chakra or even wait for my substitution gauge to come back. As far as the down and up combo, I would only use the down combo if I'm pretty much gonna go ahead and finish that combo out and just create that situation where my opponent is down and I can take the time to either get back or again replenish my chakra or wait for my substitution gauge. But the knockback is mainly beneficial because it creates that space that you need. So with the down combo, your opponent would still be like land right there within the proximity of your area, so they could easily get up and retaliate. With the knockback, you don't have to really worry about them retaliating from that distance. The only thing you probably have to worry about is the upcoming chakra dash or even a jutsu attempt from that distance. So I most definitely would stick with the knockback if I need to create space, and I would most definitely go with the down combo if I want to just give myself some time to replenish chakra and continue my assault without my opponent having any time to get away from me. The up combo I typically would only use if I'm going for a combo extension in which I want to just transition from the ground combo to the air combo. I would typically choose that route, but that's that. Okay, it does seem like Dark Mass has a bit of an audience here. Actually, Playco was in this tournament and did fall short against his opponent Keon, and that was that as well. That was actually one of my favorite sets so far in this tournament because I believe that was a huge upset. I believe everyone was kind of rooting for Playco to win, and for Playco to fall short was kind of surprising. But Dark Mass is most definitely still in the money. As I was told by a friend of Dark Mass, when it comes to the money, Dark Mass is not going to be BSing around. He's going to go for the kill. But to get back to this match, Yuri Uchiha decides to come with another favorite of mine of the Uchiha, Shisui, with Sasuke, which isn't a bad team setup there. Both players decided to just rock it out with one support. There are benefits with just having one support versus two. Mainly, the support gauge feels a lot faster with the one support, and it's a lot easier to maintain when using the switch mechanic because you can easily switch to that character versus having to choose which direction on the right analog to switch to the other support if you had to. Yuri is with 0 subs. Both players with 0 subs. Yuri did hit the hit confirm there. Both players trying to find a hit confirm. Yuri manages to get it with the priority of Sasuke. And it does look like he's going to just finish this combo here. He could, however, just cancel it out with a ninja move and followed up with the up item cancel, creating an extension. But he just decides to go ahead and get the knockback, give himself some space. And again, to point out, just one of those ideal situations where you want to create that space. He could have chose a different combo, but there we go with Itachi coming in with the melee, and Shisui did manage to slip past with that substitution jutsu to create some pressure for himself. Little bro versus big brother here. It does seem a little bit in the favor of little bro right now, even though I believe that Itachi should be in a greater situation than what he is right now. Yukito is trying to capitalize on the fact that his opponent doesn't have the chakra, but now he does have that free chakra, which came from his health reaching a certain limit. Nice melee there to stop Shisui from activating his jutsu there. And it does look like Yuri is trying to catch the tilt. And 3 attempts there, and he goes for the grab finish there. Even though Yukito has one substitution, he was unable to get out of that grab, giving 2 points to Yuri Uchiha right now. Nice grab finish there. His opponent did have one substitution, but did fail to give it away there and was caught in a grab. He did sub there. Okay, Yukito coming in, getting caught by Shisui and taking that fire damage. And we do seem to have a little lag spike here on my end. Does look like it's gonna buffer out. But both players still seem to be playing perfectly fine in it. Okay, it did clear up. Alright, nice follow up there. A nice hit confirmed with Shisei's tilt. It does look like Yuri is really trying to connect those tilts and initiate the combo right after. He is in the best situation here though. He doesn't have any subs and is low on chakra, so the next confirm here by Itachi could be great damage, but he does decide to just end that air combo there. Initiates another air combo and the tilt to escape some of that damage. Nice tilt there off the chakra dash. And a nice grab there by Yukito to give himself 2 points. Throwing the grab right back in Yuri's face like, hey, you're not the only one who can go for a grab finish here. So 2 points will be awarded to Yukito there. Nice fireball. Keeping the space. Both players do seem like they are spacing each other out a bit here. They're not as aggressive as they were in the beginning rounds. And Shisui is just on the assault with that flame sword. Does seem to have a little lag spike here again. Not sure if you guys see it, but I most definitely do. And it did clear up there, so we are back at it. Okay, Yuri is trying to keep the pressure here, but he has to be careful because the air combo by Itachi is very tricky. The hitbox is very good in my opinion, and it can create a lot of mix-up situations if performed correctly. Nice bait there on the counter. And he did manage to steal a substitution there. Now he just has to get his nice confirm and he can maximize his damage. Good grab by Yuri though to create some space and give himself a little more opportunity here. And he goes in with the ultimate jutsu attempt, but Yugito doesn't manage to ninja move to the side. And actually ninja moves right into the hit, giving 3 points to Yuri. Now the score is 7-3 with Yuri having 7 points and Yugito trailing by 4. This is the first to 11, so it is not over yet. There could be a potential chance for Yugito to end a redemption, but that totally depends on how Yuri wants to close this match out. He is at 7. He only needs 4 more points to close it out. If I was Yuri, I probably would just go ahead in the first round with maybe 1 point or even 2 points and just close the second round out, thus eliminate for Yugito to get any chances closing out this match and then just advance myself in the tournament. Q, man, by all means, bro, you can most definitely join me in this commentation. It's nothing more than you saying you want to be a part, bro, and by all means, we can enjoy this show together, bro. So we are going to take a quick intermission while we get, well, no, actually, we have to finish this. Sorry about that. But after this match, we will go into a quick intermission, and then Q, man, yeah, if you are up for it, we can go ahead and have a duo commentation session and enjoy this. It's up to you, bro. By all means, we are looking for help, so if you guys do want to give out a helping hand, by all means, just let us know. That was a pretty interesting match, and I did like the big money chance that Yuri took there. He wants to go ahead and close this match out. See, he's going for the bigger points now, in which, in my opinion, that's what should be going on in these later rounds of the match. I know 1 point is a point, but it's late in the tournament. It's time to get those big points, get as many as you can, and just move on. Settling for 1 and 2 would be okay if the situation presents itself, but if you can, go ahead and get those big points. Yep. Day 3 is gonna be 11, so it's the first to 11 with day 3 for the quarterfinals, and then there's gonna be the grand finals at a first to 13. So that's gonna be an even longer match for you guys to enjoy. Grand final should be very entertaining. I can't wait to see who makes it that far. A lot of people seem to think Dark Mass is gonna make it to the grand final, so that's looking pretty interesting. I'm still kind of rooting for Q now because of the fact that he pretty much gave me a huge upset during his match with Playco, so I'm now rooting for Q in this tournament. Alright, both players are done choosing their characters and we are going to the next stage here. I'm surprised neither character decided to go to the ring out stage and give themselves another little edge with the points there, because ring KOs would reward an opponent with 3 points as well. So it's kind of interesting. No one is really trying to go to that ring out stage. But to get right back into it, we do have PTS Sasuke versus Madara. I believe this Sasuke can keep up with this Madara. It's just a matter of picking his spots wisely and timing those combos just right. But Madara most definitely has the range advantage here. Nice support drop there by Yuri, actually. Both players do seem like they are just going to try to force the substitution gauge down and try to pick their spots on getting those hit confirms and maximizing that damage. Yugito is in lead of chakra and in substitution right now, but did take a quick withdrawal for some reason. Okay, and the pressure from Yuri is becoming a little problematic for Yuri, and he has to get on the offense here. Nice paper bomb there, item set up there. Forcing the melee whiffs from Yugito there. Yuri is doing a good job at closing in on his opponent, and now he just needs one dash confirm, and there it is. He got the dash confirm that he needed, initiated the down combo. He didn't do any combo cancels there to extend that combo. I think he's playing it a bit safe here, not trying to risk too much to get the extra damage. Now both players are at a decent space with each other again. It does seem like Yuri is trying to close in on the Madara while at the same time being careful of that range. Oh, he does opt to switch to Kiba. I think this is the first appearance that we've seen of Kiba in this tournament. And does switch back to the PTS Sasuke. I'm not sure if he isn't all that equipped to use Kiba, but he is switching to the PTS Sasuke. Yuri doesn't have the chakra. Yugito looking for the chakra dash confirmation to initiate the combo. He has a hit confirm off the substitution. Dodges the Kiba there. Well done. Taking the air combo, following up with a chakra dash after recovering to keep the pressure going, and is forcing Yuri to give away his last substitution. It is coming down to the wire, and a nice grab right there by Yugito. However, it wasn't enough. He didn't quite gauge the health there because it wasn't enough to give him the KO finish, and he attempts it again to try to close it out and get the 2 points that he needs. And it does look like he will be finished with chip damage there from the jutsu, so that will be 1 point for Yugito there in this next round. Okay, we do have Yuri trying to get this match over with as soon as possible, not giving away too much health, because in a situation like this where your opponent is in red, you already lost the round, you just want to close this out as soon as possible, and he does go for the down combo finish there, giving himself 2 points on that KO hit, finishing it off nice and stylish. Shout out to Yuri for that combo finish. So that will give Yuri a total of 9 points in this set now, with Yugito falling behind only by 5 points here. Score is now 9-4. Oh, and the combo did not connect there. He was just out of range on that cutscene. Okay, both players zero chakra now. Yugito gaining all the chakra here, picking up even the ones little chakra orbs that Sasuke dropped. This could be a little problematic for him, but he does manage to get the free chakra there for reaching a certain amount of HP there in the final health bar. And he is taking advantage of that free chakra, knowing that this could be his last chance to do as much damage as he can. But he does have a second opportunity to receive more chakra, and that is once that team gauge fills up, which it does look like it is filling up, and there it is. He does have the chakra that he needs to continue this combo assault here, and Yugito is forced to take that damage, going into both of his free chakras. Okay, both players exerting their chakra and trying to get as much damage as possible. Yugito just received his health gauge chakra limit there. Let's see what he does with it. He does have the pressure by all means to just keep the pressure going with the chakra limit. And it looks like that he's just going to keep dodging. Yuri is not really trying to allow too much damage from the Madara there. So it does seem like Yuri will have to choose his spots carefully if he wants to close in here. This is the final round of this particular match here. Yuri is playing it safe, keeping his distance, getting the chakra when he can. Both players still trying to close in. Does look like Yuri is more defensive here because of the setups. Both players giving away the substitution as soon as possible, not trying to take any damage. Yuri on his last substitution has to be very careful, dodging the support drop there by Yugito, but failing to get away from the Madara's range. He did, however, drop the support, but it just wasn't there in time. Giving 1 point to Yugito off the melee. Giving Yugito, yet another point. We will see another match again. This is a first to 11. Both players are doing pretty good here. Yuri, however, is still up in points. So the official score now is Yuri 9 and Yugito is at 5 points. He is still trailing by 4. Yuri just simply has to close out this match within this next round here. Redemption again would only kick in if Yuri manages to get 11 points in the first round. Only because there would be a round left. That would give Yugito the chance to pretty much, instead of gaining points from his KO, if he was to perform a KO in the second round after Yuri performs his point-winning KO, that would give Yugito the chance to subtract points from Yuri, thus giving him a sort of kind of mini reset to keep his tournament life alive. Both players do receive redemption, and both players only receive redemption one time, and redemption allows a player to subtract points from the opposing player versus gaining points for themselves. So it's nowhere near over. It could go either way right now. Me personally, I think I would take the approach of choosing the ring out stage to better my chances and just create different situations for myself if I was Yugito. But in order to go to the Storm Cloud Ravine, which is the exhibition stage, Yugito must call for the exhibition stage. So both players are getting ready. I do think that Yugito needs to make a couple adjustments. Just in his defense, his offense is pretty good. It's keeping up with Yuri. He just needs to be a little bit more defensive and choose his substitution spots more carefully because he is taking lots of damage before he eventually gives away his substitution. I think a more advanced approach is to just get out of the combo as soon as possible. The only drawback with that is if you're gonna sub as soon as you're starting to take damage, you have to be careful not to take the first melee attempt given by your opponent, because most advanced players would just hit you once and then ninja move after the first hit or jump cancel out of that first hit, trying to bait you out of that sub, and you don't want to give it to him in that particular situation. But for the most part, you do want to limit the amount of damage you are receiving. Okay, we do have both players with their characters. Yugito is rocking the Mecha, who has made a return in his particular game. I think he's probably one of my most secretly loved characters in this game. Only because I love the voice acting behind that Mecha Naruto. But Yuri coming in with the Chidori to close the space, but exerting so much chakra that he's now forced to just pretty much sit there now and regain that chakra if he wants to have any counter dashing attempts. And nice counters there by Yuri to keep his opponent at bay. And now he does have chakra advantage. He just has to find that one hit confirm. He can start maximize this damage here. He is pressuring the guard of Mecha Naruto. Yugito is in a tough situation now. He has no chakra. He is replenishing his subs, but did manage to allow his sub gauge to fill up a little bit before giving away a sub, which is pretty good there because you don't ever really want to give away your substitution if it's your last one and you know your substitution gauge is getting ready to replenish, because that would pretty much put your substitution gauge and reset on the timer there as far as the count goes. Okay, both players not really trying to stay back at all. Get enough chakra and then close in there. Nice jutsu there to force the sub by Yuri. Yugito does not have any substitution or chakra. He is, however, going to receive the free chakra, but no, he did not get the substitution in time to prevent that ultimate jutsu, which did a lot of damage there. Looks like Yuri's just trying to pretty much close out this round. Not really worried about points right now because he is up right now. But look, he goes for another ultimate jutsu to try to close out the match, but he didn't quite he didn't quite understand the redemption round because now he forced the redemption round for Yugito here. Yuri was at 9 points, but the ultimate jutsu finish did give him the 3 points that he needs to win the match. So that pretty much activates the redemption for Yugito automatically, because technically Yugito is already out of the tournament. But if he can, however, manage to win a round here, he would subtract the points given to Yuri here, but he would not, however, receive any points for his round winning KO. But it looks like Yuri is just trying to close it out here, not trying to give his opponent any chances, even though he's in redemption. Just on the demolish here. Non-stop assault. He does have the chakra. One more chakra dash confirmed, and this could be the end here. Goes for the maximum amount of damage that he can get off the air combo there. A jutsu attempt by Yugito. Nice shuriken to stop that in the frame of it being started up. Okay, Yugito is in a bit of a pickle here. He is already in his last bar here. He did, however, manage to win the round to pretty much give him a quick little reset here, taking Yuri back to 9. But the thing is, now Yugito must win every single match from this moment forward. He didn't get any points that round because he was in redemption and did subtract the points from Yuri, so now is the chance for him to start gaining points again. But again, look at this huge deficit he's in. He's down in points, he's already in red bar, and he has to win every single match from this moment forward. It's gonna be pretty hard for him if he want to make this comeback, but he can do it if he manages to adjust really well now. It does seem like he is picking his spots more better here, but Yuri is still on a relentless assault here and is not giving his opponent any time to sit there and think about anything, let alone get any reads here. A failed grab attempt there. Yugito is on his last substitution, very little chakra, and is on about 5% health, so he has to be careful when he's chakra dashing into the ultimate jutsu. Have to give the sub away, otherwise he would have lost that round there. Tournament life is still alive, but it's really coming down to the wire, and he does get caught by the combo, but Yuri stops the combo for some reason. I think he's trying to overkill here, and it might be costly if Yuri can... Okay. Yuri ends it with a Chidori. Nothing to worry about here. He knows that the redemption round was activated for that player. He did receive the 2 points that he needed to give him a total of 11, even after being subtracted the 3 points from his previous round ultimate jutsu finish, thus closing the match out for him and advancing in the tournament. So congratulations to Yuri Uchiha for advancing. And also I want to give a shout out to Yugito Two Tails for participating in our tournament. We will be getting ready to go on a short intermission here to get our next set of contestants ready, and if all goes well, we might be commentator join me. So if you guys are just tuning in, please go ahead and support us by following us on any of our social links above. If you guys are interested in helping us promote this community to greater heights, by all means reach out to us. We do respond to all those who are very like-minded, I guess you could say. So again, quick intermission, and we will be back with you shortly.